I'm out here stealing souls. Woo! Welcome back from Couch to Ironman Week 9, Episode 9, beginning of the week update. I am feeling unmotivated and my ankle is in pain. So my goal for this week is just to get back at it, to start this week strong, to finish this week strong, and to just have discipline, to not use the lack of motivation to not work out, but just have the mental fortitude and discipline to continue until I feel like I get locked back in and I just keep going until race day. So with that said, let's hop into the beginning of this week. Welcome back. It's Monday and I'm back on track, at least for right now. I am going to the pool. I'm going to do an hour and 20 minute swim. Start back from where I was. The doctor said to ease into it, but I think swimming wise I should be good, as it's not a bunch of repetitive pounding, and if anything I can just slow down the movement of my leg and use less of my legs to make movement in the water. But I'm going to the pool. I'm gonna get in an hour 20 minute swim, and then we'll see what the rest of this week holds. Biking wise, I feel like I can probably do something similar for pace, and then running I might just have to work my way back up into it, but we'll see what the rest of the week has in stores. And after I'm done, I'll hit you with that post swim update. Post workout update, just wanted to inform you guys on how I did. So I did about 3,010 meters in about 59 minutes. Now I ended up cutting my swim short about 21 minutes because I had to poop. Yes, I almost pooped myself while swimming in the community pool, and I did not want to do that to whoever was working there, as well as embarrass myself by pooping in the community pool. About the last 5 minutes, I was trying to hold it in, and then I decided to get out a little bit early and go home, and I just felt it coming in and out, so I just had to get out of there and make sure that that was not the case. Also, in regards to update of how I feel, my leg is feeling all right. I realized I was more flimsy with my ankle, that it was a little bit painful versus like if I kept my ankle kind of straight and kind of kicked like that with just a little bit of movement, it felt a lot better in the pool. Also, my shoulders hurt a little bit. I'm not sure if it's just because I did some push-ups and stuff. My shoulders disconnect very easily, pop out very easily. So I did feel a little bit of pain in there. It felt a little bit weird since I hadn't really done anything endurance-wise in about a week. It was a little bit rough, but I'm getting started. I'm getting back at it. I would have probably done about 4,000 meters. I was doing about 250 meters every 5 minutes, so I probably would have got 4,000 meters done. But I did 3,010 meters in 59 minutes, about 1.87 miles. I'll have that stuff posted up there if it already hasn't shown up on the screen. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, and I'm gonna get back at it and see how it is that I do. Tomorrow I should hopefully be biking. So let's get ready for tomorrow. It is Tuesday. Got my hour and 20 minute bike ride. I'm feeling good. Today was a good day. My family's hosting French exchange students, and so I gave them a tour around the UCF campus, the group of them, and we walked around downtown Disney, or Disney Springs. Anyways, I'm easing back in to my exercising. I did some swimming yesterday. I'm gonna do an hour, 20 minute bike ride today because the bike doesn't really seem to give any pain to my body when I do the bike. However, I will ease back into the running and progress that because the pounding on the concrete tends to be the most intense thing for my ankle. So yeah, beginning of the bike ride, I will update you guys on how I feel post bike ride. Post bike update. Bike ride went great. It was an hour and 20 minutes. Felt a little bit long because I haven't exercised other than the swim yesterday in about a week. I did ab workouts and stuff like that, but not endurance stuff, not stuff that was specifically geared towards this Ironman. So, but overall, it was fairly short. Hopefully I'll be able to get in a long bike ride this weekend and be able to get off of stationary bike and on my bike. I know I've been saying that for the past 8 or 9 weeks, but hopefully we can make it happen this weekend. Anyways, let's cut to tomorrow and see what's going on with the rest of the week. Day 59, rest day. Today I went on an airboat ride into a beach with some amazing people, but it was a great day overall, and I'm going to get some great sleep. Good morning, it is 6:06. I'm going to Universal today, so I'm doing an early run. I'm gonna get after it. What's up, guys? About a mile and a half in, I feel a little bit of tension in my left ankle. I still got at least a mile and a half, maybe 2.5 miles left. So I'm gonna make sure that I get it and just make sure that I ease into the runs like I said I'm gonna do. Anyways, I'm gonna get back to running. I'm out here stealing souls. Woo! I'm stealing souls. Woo! It's Friday. I'm headed to the pool for an hour and 20-minute swim. Post-run update from yesterday. I did 4 miles. My ankle hurt afterwards. I walked around Universal and my ankle was hurting as well. I think that I'm definitely gonna have to ease back into the running. I didn't run that far and I felt a lot of pain in the tendon or ligament in the bottom of my ankle. So anyways, just wanted to make sure that I updated you guys from yesterday's run. I'm gonna go get in the pool and crush my workout and then go hang out with my French family and friends who are leaving tomorrow. And if they see this, I am very sad and I will miss you all. I was already missing you all today. So, yeah. Anyways, gotta go hop in the pool. It's Saturday, beginning of my run, about half a mile in. Gonna run for about an hour. Very disappointed I had to drop off all of the French students I was hanging out with this week at the airport and say goodbye to all of them. And I had an absolutely amazing time with all of them. So if they're seeing this, I love you guys. I can't wait to see you guys again. But now it's grind time. It's back to getting on track with my Ironman and crushing it. So I get an hour run. My ankle hurt from last week or this week Thursday, so I'm only gonna do about an hour. Anyways, I'm gonna crush this workout and then I'll update you guys post-workout. Post-run update. So I told you guys that I was probably gonna run for a little bit, and something just got in me today and I decided that I was just gonna keep running, and I did 11.88 miles and I think like an hour and 46 minutes. I'll post it over here. I just kept running. I was listening to David Goggins' audiobook again and I just kept pushing, and yeah, I don't know. There's just something when I listen to him that makes me want to keep going and to run faster and harder. I ended up running into my friend Anthony, his brother Joseph, who has a best-selling book on Amazon, which I'll plug that over here. And I ended up catching up with him, which was part of the reason why I ran a little bit further once I got around like the 10-mile mark, and just jogging with him for a little bit, and then I stopped, and then we had a really long conversation about a bunch of really cool and great things. One of the conversations being, or part of the conversation just about being yourself and being able to deal with hate and criticism, because at the end of the day, it's going to come regardless of if you're doing something that you don't enjoy or something that you do enjoy. So why not do it doing something that you love? Also, the more hate that you get, it's also more likely that the more love that you get. But anyways, just a great conversation overall. So I just wanted to talk about that conversation because not only did I do close to 12 miles today, which was super awesome. I did a PR for the most amount of miles that I've ran before, but I also had a great conversation with a friend, and that was super fun. So I highly recommend that you go check out his book. I'm gonna listen to his book as soon as possible. But if it's anywhere as good as the conversation that I had with Joseph today, I will assume that it is life-changing. Also, it's an Amazon #1 bestseller, and that just doesn't happen by chance. It is Sunday. Got my long bike ride today. I'm gonna be trying to bike for about 4 hours. It's about 7:40-ish, so I should get it done around 10:40-ish, 11. I'm just gonna keep pumping and pumping until I get this done. Probably listen to some YouTube videos, some of David Goggins' audiobook, some of Joseph's book, my friend Anthony. It's #1 bestseller on Amazon. Check that out. Probably listen to some of his book, have a conversation with my French brother. A lot of things I can do on the stationary bike. I know I'm not yet riding the bike right over there that I keep saying that I'm gonna ride, but I have till November. Obviously, I want to get on there sooner than later, and I will. Still a couple things I gotta do, and this was just the easiest thing for me to do this morning to get in my ride, especially with how crazy the last week has been. But hopefully, this coming week, I will be able to get on that bike and get in some distance. Anyways, I'll share with you guys the post bike update. Until then, I'll see you guys in a bit. Doing a mile run. Just got off of a 4-hour bike ride. Doing this so that I can start to get used to the fatigue after a long bike ride and see what my mile pace is. I know it was a 7:30 last time, but just because I did it good one time doesn't mean I will do it good again. So yeah, I'm gonna get this in, and then I'll share with you my post bike ride update and my post run update after this mile. Just got done with a 4-hour bike ride. I'm feeling exhausted. Ate a lot on the bike, which felt good, but it's making me think about when I was talking to Carla like week 2. She was talking about practicing feeding yourself so that you're used to it race day. And I've been feeding myself a lot of solid food, so I think I need to start looking into protein bars or different things that I want to eat during race day and start practicing better with being able to snack on those and make sure I'm getting in the right amount to keep myself going but not keeping myself too full. I mean, I was fine for what I was doing, but I need to get used to not eating real food or more eating things that will give me more calories but are less likely to have a lot of weight and will taste less like real food so that I can thrive off of that. Anyways, feeling exhausted after that, then got off, did a mile at about a 7:34 pace, which was pretty good. I was feeling kind of tired, so it's making me realize it's got to be harder getting off the bike and going into that. I was thinking about it mentally of having to do the miles. I mean, I only ran close to 12 miles yesterday, and that was a lot. And that was a little bit less than half of what I'll have to run the day of. So it's really going to be mentally exhausting. And it's just preparing me for race day. Again, I'm really considering what Carla said about getting into a different triathlon or doing a couple tries so that I can perfect my experience of failure, of whether that being not having to have the experience of running into the water and having a bunch of people around me, as well as biking around people and doing a 1-mile swim and then a 50-mile bike and a 13-mile run as like a half Ironman, and just getting used to what it's gonna feel like getting off and on and the preparation of feeling what it's like race day. So a bunch of things I'm considering, but I did the 4-hour bike ride, did the run. I have all that stuff here so you guys can see what it is that I did, and it's probably already been shown for my post-run and post-bike update for today. Post-bike update, 4 hours. Post-run update, 7:30 mile time. And let's go to the end of the week recap. Welcome back, man. Week 9, episode 9, end of the week update. This week, I absolutely crushed it. My only concern is, did I do too much? I'm supposed to slow down coming back in, and that's not exactly what I did this week. So let's start with the update of swimming. Swimming-wise, coming back into the week, I tried to ease into it. I ended up doing 1.8 miles in the pool. That was also to the fact that I almost pooped myself, so I had to get out and run home. Then the other swim that I did was about 2.4, 2.5 miles this week. Next was biking. Biking this week, I did an hour, 20-minute bike ride. Absolutely crushed it. Was sweating. It was fantastic. And then I ended off the week with a long bike ride of 4 hours, trying to catch back up to the pace that I was doing a week or two before that. And then I ended up going for a run after that ride. That goes into running. So in regards to running this week, after that long bike ride, I did one run, a mile run that was about a 7:40 pace, so I crushed that. Then the beginning of this week, I did a 4-mile run. I planned on going to Universal with the French students, and since my ankle was the thing that was causing me the pain and made me take off a week and do ab workouts and all of that fun stuff, I ended up going slow and doing a 4-mile run just to get back into the swing of things. But the end of the week, Saturday, I threw caution to the wind, and I'm really hoping that this is not going to hurt me in the long run. I was listening to David Goggins' book, and it just made me decide that I wanted to push it. So I ended up doing 11.88 miles, blowing my other distances out of the water. Towards the end of that run, I ended up catching up with a friend of a friend, or a brother's friend, Joseph Wynn. His book I'll put over here. He's a best-selling author on Amazon, and it was just great conversation. And he actually was probably the reason why I ended up slowing down my pace at the end, which was probably the best thing that I could do. Anyways, my goals going into next week. My goals going into next week is, one, to talk to Carla and Hyman, hopefully see if they could help me out and get me in the pool and give me some recommendations, as her husband Hyman was a college swimmer and is apparently an amazing athlete swim-wise. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to talk to them and get some tips or pointers or techniques. Other than that, feed my body properly and nutrate myself, potentially slow down running so that I don't hurt myself. And David Goggins is coming into town in 3 weeks, I believe. So my goal is to hopefully be able to run with him and just do what I need to do to figure out how to make that possible. But with that said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below of what you would like to see more of, and click that subscribe button. Click the subscribe button and stay tuned for more of my videos and the weekly episodes of the From Couch to Ironman series. It should be over here if you haven't watched one of these episodes. The playlist or YouTube recommend it should be over here. With that said, be who you want to become in order to become who you want to be. Thank you so much for viewing, watching, and subscribing. Until next time, I'll see you later.